Hello, my fellow memers and dreamers. It is I, Golly-Good 64, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we started up the trial, and we pretty much figured out what happened to Taka. And at the same time, we still haven't figured out what happened to Hifumi, but we're about to cover that, so let's just jump straight into the episode, why don't we? Alright, let's go.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
we could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
That just seems impossible.
But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Nani?
What? How? If the dead body were to move itself.
Oh shit! She said it. She fucking said it. Woo-hoo-hoo. That would explain a lot of things. Woo. There's no way though. What? Oh. Man.
The dead body moved on its own?
Dang, also this music. Okay.
No! Not another... ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Interesting.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Out of context, that seems so weird. I eat the dead body just walking.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That is a possibility too.
That it isn't possible.
How? Tell me how, Celeste.
Tell me how, please. Tell me how. I don't know. Please, help me. No, I'm just kidding. I know how.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Yes, it very much is actually. And we'll see why. Broken wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when
It
we
does
first
kinda
found
make sense.
Hifumi in the nurse,
If he was alive,
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body, but Hifumi's dead, and that is...
Are we really so sure
okay,
about
so
that?
we gotta
Maybe the
grab.
announcement was intended to signal someone
this.
else's discovery.
I'm sure the body.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the
Okay, I'm
nurse's
gonna-
office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Alright.
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Exactly. How? How
Surely
do you
you
know?
heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
So, thinking about it, if Hifumi wasn't dead, I meant to say dead, then that would mean that Taka was the one that was actually dead at that time. And it would make sense because he died at 6 and Hifumi didn't die until somewhere around 8, 9. But yeah, there is no way that was for Hifumi.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere.
And that was definitely the blackened plot.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Yeah, if we were in the Taka group, or the group that was finding Taka, we would have assumed it was for Taka. But because we were with that group that was finding Hifumi, we assumed it was for Hifumi because we were down there and we didn't see Taka at all. And vice versa.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Yeah, that's pretty strange. And the second announcement wasn't until after we found both bodies.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
No, he wouldn't.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Well, it did kind of answer the
No,
question.
actually, that was plenty.
Yep.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means
Yeah. Hifumi wasn't dead.
even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Yeah, there would be no point.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Yes, that is very true.
Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement, the first time we played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered.
Got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Mm-hmm. Already seen this.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
And since Taka was dead, that means Hifumi must have been dead at that point. Or, well, he died around that time, because then we rediscovered him. He wasn't dead in the nurse's office, he was found dead in the repository.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
I guess that's kind of fair.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
Ha! That's funny coming from you.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Oh, there is. There absolutely is.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
Also, I'm sorry if I blew your ears out.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
It's not. There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. Whew! Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, Other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Then, was he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. Instead of you're breathtaking, you're ridiculous! When Hifumi's body was found in the nurse's office and when it was found again in the repository, there's definitely some sort of conflict there.
Well, here's one thing we do know.
Well,
The first time
it's
we found
very
his
obvious. It's like,
And the next time
it's
it was
super
But
obvious.
when you compare his body before
Okay,
being
well,
moved and his body after being moved, other
whew,
than the
here we
change
go.
in how it was
It's not this
positioned,
one, it's
there was no
this one.
notable difference.
Uh-huh, there was a difference. Bitch.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like
Oh.
to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
And why, and like I said before, why would the killer want to clean his glasses?
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse's office. Dude, come on! Hifumi, that was stupid of you, man.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Excuse me? It's Demon Angel Star, Pretty Pudgy Princess? Oh man, if Hifumi was here, he would have totally said that.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Yeah, like I said before, I don't think Byakuya would, like, use that.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Exactly.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Oh, right. Toka has glasses. Forgot about that. But hey, I don't think she would want to use it either.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's what I've been saying.
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Dang.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Dang.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Nope.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
I mean, yeah, kind of fair.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
Uh-huh, because he was the only one that was alive that could have done it.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right?
Hifumi and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
I also went there too, and it was
And the
locked.
repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Dang. Nobody would have guessed Hifumi was actually a part of this, man. That's crazy. Now my view has kind of changed with him. Just slightly.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
Me neither.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Oh, smug Kirigiri's back at it again. Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
The thing Hifumi stole from Taka could have been the newt.
I got it!
Yep.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
The way Sakura said that! No, my precious child, no! Okay, I think that'd be my favorite one.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Okay, I think that one actually might be my favorite one. No, out of context, that line is so hilarious. Oh my god. I found a hole, maybe we can use those game on a game find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in Quip Room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants! I wish I could pick that.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
Objection what?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
The nicknames, I love them so much.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Come on, it's obvious.
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
I feel you on that. That is an actual mood. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary. But still, I can't let her get to me. Okay, we're doing it. We're throwing this evidence. We're making our argument. We got two choices to go. We gotta prove we're right. I don't know what I'm saying after this, but it's okay.
We have the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
The time on the note said 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? That's what I need to clear up.
Huffy
Okay.
has the note, right?
This
Then
was
the
pretty
person it
obvious.
was must have been Huffy!
But remember, what time did it... 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Yes, it does! Also, TikTok. Apparently...
No,
oh, wait.
there absolutely is a connection.
Apparently, Ishimaru is the physical embodiment of TikTok. Interesting. I could have either gone with TikTok by Kesha or whoever. I don't know who made that song. If I'm wrong, then I don't know. Shoot me down for all I care. But I don't know, man. I don't really care. Or the video platform.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Mm-hmm.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Wada bing, wada boom. Easy.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
Uh-huh.
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
You know what? I don't blame him for feeling that way. I really don't.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Come on, it's pretty obvious. If he was involved with it, well...
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
So nobody would figure that out.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
That was pretty obvious. If you look at the teared point.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
Yes, you did, baby.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yeah.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Not the second part, but maybe the first. I don't know.
Sorry, no.
Damn! Okay, Mikado, just shoot him down while you're at it.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
True, that is
The
fair.
second body discovery announcement proves that.
Mm-hmm.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
It probably was the person who thought of the idea.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
Thank you, Sakura.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
Mm-hmm.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Yikes.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Oh, true. True.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
What?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Holy shit. Hiro actually came up with a, like, reasonable argument. And a good one at that. Like, holy shit. He evaluated the situation. He thought about how risky it could have been. Dude, he actually has a brain. He's smarter than Hina. You know what? Round of applause, dude. Round of applause. I salute you too, man. You actually have a brain. Even Byakuya, the five-headed person, even thinks you're somewhat smart. Dude, amazing. Amazing. The best part of this entire trial, man.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
Yeah, that's what a killer would say. Nice try.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Somewhat?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth. Well, we kinda know it at the same time we don't, but we gotta make our argument with a spotless hammer. We gotta do it. We gotta do it now. We gotta
What
do it
was used
now.
to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers! And, that's about it.
Oh my god, murdergear.com/hammertime has to be one of my favorite quotes in general. Like, I think that alone was the best one. Just the way it was delivered, man. Like, that is actually my favorite one. Like, the other two were really good, but I think that one was my favorite.
What was used
Okay,
to kill
time
Hifumi?
to go
Was it
through
just any
this.
justice?
It was really easy. Yeah, spotless hammer, it's time to prove.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice.
No, it didn't.
No, it's wrong.
No, it didn't.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris, but for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Well, at least you have somewhat of a brain.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
Why?
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
True. That is true.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
But what if they had something, like, what if the mastermind of this case anyway, had something on him, or something like that? I don't know. You could easily blackmail them into doing it. I don't know, just a thought. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what I thought at first, but... Alright. Thoughtless hammer.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Can we really say there's no chance two people work together on this?
Alright. Even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true, it is simply...
That is how the rule was
well-
explained to us.
But that only really applies in this case, however, there were two murders.
Alright. Two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate, assuming the rule holds true.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
I hate this stupid chair that I sit on.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
Come on, Makoto, it's easy.
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
Like I said before.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Damn, that's ruthless.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Damn, that's even worse.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Man, that sucks.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Yeah, that's pretty true. The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at these as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Yeah, that is true. There's something up. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at
I
this.
understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's what we're trying to find out.
That's problem numero uno right now.
Exactly. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Come fucking on! We all know who it is at this point. This bitch right here!
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
Oh, this ain't a joke. This ain't a joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Uh-oh, someone's getting a little angry. Oh no, you're getting angry. That's not good. That looks bad for you.
Pardonnez-moi.
Oh, we're using French now. You know what? I know a little bit of French, so you know what? I'll tell you who you are. Tu es moche. Tu es moche. Tu es moche. Man, that feels good to say.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
All right.
Is that so?
Yes, there is, sweetie.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Ooh, really? What is it only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Encountering the suspicious individual. We never saw Robo Justice. We never did.
I got it!
They were
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
We never saw it. And they were the only two that saw it. And Robo Justice was in the lockers, so if they, there's no way they would have been able to see him, so they were clearly working together on this.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Bitch, what? Don't talk to me like that. I'm working alongside you right now. Don't you dare talk to me like that.
Sorry.
Do not let him walk all over you, Makoto. Beat his ass.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Also, I didn't hit my head against the table. That was literally just me banging my fist against the table. Just so you know, not like I didn't get hurt, okay? Just making sure.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yes!
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Yes.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow. Someone moving around the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he had to further down into the hallway and disappeared. It's almost like she was dragging us the whole way there.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been...
It was to get us to divide into two groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
It's so clear now. It's so clear Celeste had to be involved with this. Like, it just makes sense.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Dang, she really did that. Then why don't we split into two groups? Dang, she really let us. She really had us. You come with me to the office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura. Wow.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, That piercing cry of yours early on.
Yeah, that was a weird
That was
cry.
to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just so weird. Like, that doesn't seem like a normal cry. That was totally a signal. It had to be one.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Dang. Man. Wow, she let us on.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. And exactly, she let us on yet again.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Dang, she really let us on.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Yes! It was.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
Yep!
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Dang.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Wow, what a bitch.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Ha! Oh, funny. That's funny.
Don't bother trying to deny it.
Exactly.
You made one fatal mistake.
Really?
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it. Looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Really?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Okay. You must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. Oh my god! Oh! Oh, you fucked up! Oh, you so fucked up! Oh, you messed up, girl. Oh, that was a fatal mistake. Oh my
I remember
god!
saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Think about it. Think about the sequence of events.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
True.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Wow, she fucked up so bad.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
Ooh, you in trouble.
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Oh, you're so in trouble. Ooh. Yeah, you said that Celeste's comment doesn't make any sense. But what is he alluding to? Come on, let's face it. Celeste did it. She bad, she bitch, she witch, she a witch, she a bitch. Let's do it.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
When she said that, she only would have known about Fumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about the How many she said is?
All I said was
Come
we must
on,
really
guys.
enjoy the
It's
sight of
just
us. It must be
easy.
we're going to die.
Easy.
And that is all I said.
Easy W at this
And
point.
that's all it takes to finish this.
Man.
Obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Oh yeah, it was strange, all right. All right, let's get this over
All
with.
I said, we must really enjoy the sight of us. It must be positively. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those.
How would you know that?
How would you do that? How would you do that?
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Ooh, bitch done fucked up. Ooh, bitch done fucked up. She really fucked up. She really messed it up. She really done fucked up. You know what? That's my new single, baby. I'm gonna drop it on the Play Store. I'm gonna drop it on the App Store. It's called She Fucked Up. Y'all buy it in the link in the description. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that.
So how did you know, Celeste?
Yeah, how'd you know, Celeste?
How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
Ooh. Ooh.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Damn, that's some good logic right there. Oh, what you laughing about, Speedy?
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh, it ain't imagination.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Already mentioned it. Well, I mentioned it.
It has to
not
be
the
some
game.
kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
No, no, no.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
No, it isn't.
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist? Simple.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Oh, really? 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 Is there? Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is that Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. The opposite.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Man, if you knew how that suit worked, then you would know that it wouldn't be possible for Rebel Justice to drag anyone away. And besides, wait, you know what? Oh, wait. Let me look this up again. Okay, so, report card. How much did he weigh? 342. There is no way, and I mean no way, that Rebel Justice would have dragged him away. Like I said, not possible. Not possible at all.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Uh-huh.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Also, he could have played it up for the camera.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
And if he was put to sleep, they could have obviously moved him, and he wouldn't have even known.
What's so funny? I don't get it.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Oh, how? Please do explain to me.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Me too.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Back off! You do not tell my waifu to shut up. I can. No, I'm kidding. Look, you don't get to do that. I get to do that because I'm the one in power. You're the one who did it, and I know you did. There's evidence, so much evidence. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible?
No, it's not.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
If I remember right, Hina said, she said that she couldn't bend at the waist. Okay, this one is a little bit dumb. Because, personally, I could say it was the blueprint to show that he couldn't do it, but it's actually the Robo-Justice
Like I
costume.
said, ridiculous.
Like, that,
As you can see in the
there's
picture,
stuff like that
the
that just
suspect
happens,
is
and it's
standing
kind of dumb,
perfectly
honestly.
upright.
Like,
If the person
well.
inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
boom.
No, that's wrong.
Boom. Nope, the costume can't bend. You had to drape him over.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You couldn't bend at the waist, and there's no way people stand up sleeping. Well, normally anyway. Uh-oh, yeah, my controller's totally unplugged. Okay, there we go.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
Yeah, no, that was perfectly designed that
I
way.
think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get scared, bitch!
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you go bitch!
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Man, I have never played chess before, but I feel like I'm doing a checkmate right now, too. Oh, I can't wait until this trial is over, because it's so clear Celeste did it. Ah, lovely.
Checkmate?
Yeah, checkmate. That's what I said. Checkmate. Oh, what you laughing about now, baby boo? You are so ugly that I can't even call you baby boo. I'm sorry. To a mosh.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh, things are over. Things are over. Yeah. Baby, things are over.
Celeste?
Yeah, she's freaking out. She's not doing too good at deflecting.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
She's not even doing her voice. That's how angry she is.
Have you already forgotten
what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember the name. Yasuhiro. He could have said that to frame him.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Oh my god, she's so angry. She's not even doing the right voice. Oh, this is pretty to watch.
He said, and I quote, "In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!"
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Really?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Not wrong.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
Really?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
I hope you get burned alive.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Oh shit, he said people's last names because he said Mr. Naegi way too much. And we know that for a fact because we hanged out with him.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Exactamundo.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
True. He would have said
I'm
it.
sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Right.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Yeah, that sure is. That really is.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal.
Well, maybe if he was trying to frame him, but...
But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
True.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
Really now? Really?
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Ooh.
What did you just say?
Oh, you want me to say it again? Alright, let's say it for the people in the back. Yasuhiro is her last name!
To think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit.
I'll laugh and spit all over you! Straight in your face! I'm gonna do it in your face!
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
Yes, brother! You look like a loser to me, brother! I'm gonna take you out, brother!
Huh? Do I?
Yes, you do, brother!
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Oh, it's funny.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Yeah, tell us, brother! Tell us! Tell us!
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
Wide! Alright. I'm gonna open my ear holes. I'm gonna put it straight to the mic. Let me hear. Let me hear.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Ha! No, it's not! No, it's not! You stupid bitch! Celeste still won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. Alright, time to put her down! Time to put her down! E-handbook, you're back at it again! Time to use it, baby.
He was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
How
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Oh, I'm not the moron, you witch, bitch! You're the moron! You are! You are the moron! Oh boy, here we go. Y'all know what we have to do here, baby!
How long do you
Also,
plan
I
to
like
go
how
on
they,
pretending?
I like how they put the goddamn
the
upside
truth.
down along the celestial
And
luminary.
since you have no way to contradict
Oh yes, we do! Oh yes, we do!
That's it! The handbook!
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
I choked on my own saliva. So display your name.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
If you're not the killer, then show us!
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Give up, please.
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it.
Ooh, yes, I like it.
Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Ooh, boy. Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna do this all in one go, because I've had to do this a lot, so I actually remember this one. So first, what you gotta do is go over here, grab this one, go over here, get the 1 AM, then get this one, this point, we don't have it yet. Okay. Then we grab this one. Do this one. Put this one here. Put this one here. What else do we have here? Can't do that one yet. Then we'll put this one here. Oh, wait. I was wrong. So, Justice Hammer 3 goes here. Sorry about that. And then Justice Hammer goes here. Can we access the other one? No, not yet. So after you get all the ones that you possibly can, wait, seriously? Oh, wait, no, never mind. So, up to here is the new ones. Okay. Also, I'd like to point out this is pretty funny. Look at him looking like a cat. Also, hold on a second. Let me get to it. This right here, this panel is so cursed. It looks so bad. Okay, so when I first did this, I didn't even know this was an entire row. So it really sucks. I didn't know that you could go farther than like this. So yeah, that one's not going to be used. That one and that one and that one aren't going to be used. So all right, let's prove them wrong.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He left Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is... West. Sorry, you lose.
You lose.
I lost?
Yes, you did, sweetie.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
I don't care, but you lost now.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Oh, boo-hoo. Do you want me to wipe your tears too?
Will you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro, I fucking hate you.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oh boy! We fucking did it. Oh, give me a sec. I just want to stretch my legs. Oh my gosh. Woo! We did it! We got an A rank! Woot! Man, really, this case was honestly super fucking easy. Like, man, honestly, this is really the easiest one once you figure out certain things. Like, this was so stupid in hindsight, man. And this was such a dumb case for Ishimaru to go out on, man. That's so dumb. And I hate Hifumi for killing him, dude. That was messed up. Ugh. Hey, we got 1-1-1. Hey, what's good?
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Good.
Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I do not feel bad for you. Mondo, I felt bad for because, well, you know, he wanted to actually become strong, and he did it in the moment. He wasn't actually intending to kill someone. And, well, Sayaka was kind of a bitch, so, I mean, she purposely did that one. Oh, well, not Sayaka. Sayaka was kind of a bitch for trying to blame it all on us. Leon, I don't feel bad for him really that much, because he did kind of continue trying to kill her. But honestly, Sayaka really needed to go, because she was just a bitch.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh wow, what a surprise! It's not like we knew that was gonna happen!
What?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct! The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
I lost. Oh, well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
And did you use, you know? I knew you would figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean? Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
what? Are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. What?
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it. I deleted the picture as soon as I shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Yeah, so it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me. He did.
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe you. You seriously did that? Okay. I've never said this genuinely so far. But actually, fuck you. Fuck you. Genuinely fuck you. The fact that Hifumi would fall for that is stupid. Taka would never do that. Man. Ugh.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I do not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far! It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him! Whoa, dude, yo.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you. What?
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
This
That
is
bastard! Bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear,
I have to save her!
actually,
Zen, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me. Me too, brother! High five!
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Wow. Damn. Just damn. That's it?
Let's see.
And in regard, I made the right choice. I'm glad your stupidity surpassed by every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Yo, actually fuck you. Don't you dare say that about anyone. Even if they are stupid, that's still fucked up to say. I feel like I could cry.
What?
But when you were explaining your plan to Fumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
Sorry, I thought I had to burp. What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to stay. He'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was gonna murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have had an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along?
But of course, there would have been no point in my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought had been escape.
But
All along, you've been saying how we have to accept living.
You little bitch!
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. I, Celestia Ludenberg, had a dream. Sorry, had to do that. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle? A castle? Wow, look at Byakuya kissing her feet. Ew, you little feet kisser. Ew, disgusting. And together, handsome men from all over the world serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was gonna make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of
This is
decadence.
fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge,
There
but
is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to, that's all there is. Wait. That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how could you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Chills!
You all done? Okay then, let's get rolling! The black and disturbed the piece and must pay the price.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
I don't want to ever see you in another life ever, bitch. That certainly was a twist. With the way it was named, you would have thought that, oh, she was gonna actually burn to death. Nope! Instead, she got hit by a truck, which is honestly what she deserves. I can't even be like, oh, I feel bad for Celeste, you know? Maybe she got... No, she actually did horrible things. I cannot side with someone like that. I cannot feel bad for someone like that. I'm glad she's gone. It's over. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Fine game, then I'll just I'll re-plug in my controller. Sorry, I had to drink water. execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny at one point I considered her a friend too. She was pretty much mean. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of the regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass on the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the
So
matter?
then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? Do what? What do you mean? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Whoa, what? Whoa, 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 what? That's out of nowhere. What?
Ooh.
What?
Exciting.
Oh man, oh jeez. Oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? Mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What's that mean? Okay. Things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I get out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
See ya! Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave to you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and
Hey.
said, I'm gonna go on alone from here. Everyone else headed to the dining room. I'll check with you later. Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go! Standing here arguing is going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? So, Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Aww, does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto! Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. Wow, I was not expecting that from, like, you know, Hina. I thought that was gonna be, like, Genocide Jack. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. and as the locker swung open, we saw. Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. Hey, that's good! Good for you, Alter Ego! I'm doing my best, so please, just wait a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you doing? What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation, when you do that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then
that's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she's told me with my own two eyes. So, I waited for nighttime to come. And we'll find out what she said next time. Sorry guys, I gotta split this up. Right now, the entire recording is 2 hours and 43 minutes, so I want to make sure that, we don't, have 2-hour episodes. Just want to make that, kind of easy for you to swallow, you know what I mean? Out of context, that's bad. Please don't put that in out of context clip. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!